Now let's study about mobile system organization. Nowadays, every person have a smartphone. After learning about the computer system organization, let's learn about the mobile system organization. The mobile phone means the smartphone is also a kind of computer. A computer in your hand. Now let's see what the components your mobile system has. Let's start with display subsystem. The display subsystem has touch sensitive interface, keyboard and display screen. As you know, all the mobile phones nowadays has on-screen keyboard. Means the mobile phones nowadays are not coming with the separate keypad keyboard. Okay, all the mobile phones are coming with the on-screen keyboard. So the keyboard is actually present in your display. That's why the keyboard is the part of the display subsystem. So the touch sensitive interface is connected with the keyboard and with the display screen. The display subsystem itself is connected to the camera unit because you have to take picture, you have to give signal to the camera only by using the display subsystem. That's why the display subsystem also gets connected to the camera unit. After that, the display subsystem and the camera unit both have connection with the APU and GPU combination. Now, you have seen the CPU, but you may not know about the APU and GPU. Let's talk about the GPU. GPU is the special processor for the graphics. Okay, that means the graphics card. So a special processor for the graphics is called the GPU. And the APU processes everything except the graphics instruction. With the APU, a storage unit is connected, having external storage. So the storage unit is directly connected to the APU and GPU combination. The APU and GPU combination is connected to the communication processor. The communication processor is responsible for sending your voice on the mobile network. And communication processor does this with the help of RF transceiver, or you can say it as transceiver. Okay, transmitter plus receiver is the transceiver. So the communication processor connected to the RF transceiver, and the RF transceiver is connected to the SIM. So first the communication processor validate your identity by using the SIM, and then the communication processor unit use the RF transceiver to send your signal to the tower. Now again coming to the APU GPU combination. The APU GPU unit is connected to the memory. The memory is of two types, ROM and RAM. But here the ROM is somewhat different than what you have studied in the computer organization part. Therefore, the memory has two parts, ROM and RAM. The RAM is similar to what you have studied in the computer organization part. All the applications and all the data which is going to be executed on the CPU must be present in the RAM for the execution. Otherwise, it will not work. But here, in the case of computer, the ROM is a part of mobile system internal storage, and the operating system resides on the ROM. That part of ROM where the operating system resides is not accessible by the users. That's why that part of the internal storage is called the ROM, because that part where the operating system resides, where the management of the system resides, that parts are not accessible by the user. That's why those parts are called ROM. The ROM is actually either flash memory or EEPROM. That means electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. So operating system and all the pre-installed app which are very important for the smartphone to keep it up and running resides in the ROM. When we talk about the external storage, then the external SD card here is called external storage. And you know that you can store your various data on the external storage, that is the SD card. After that, we have power management unit, which has battery pack, battery management unit, and the charger unit. Nowadays, all these units are combined on a single electronic chip, and that is called a system on a chip. So that's what they are writing here. These days, major components of a mobile system are integrated on a single chip called system on a chip, means SoC. SoC chip consume less power compared to the alternatives, means instead of implementing them in separate units on the motherboard of mobile phone, just integrate them on a single chip, and that will consume less power. And of course, the battery power is very important factor if you talk about the smartphones. So hopefully you understood the mobile system organization.